Good morning, everyone. I just had a Zoom meeting with about 9 or 10 folks. So that's a good thing. I only have 30 minutes on um, Zoom, so I just want to give those that could not come to the Zoom meeting a recap of what we talked about in that meeting. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and then we'll go from there. We woke up this morning to some snow. uh, if you were with us this morning on Zoom. And we started to talk about some of the questions that anybody had. Sometimes some people are still confused about how to submit homework to me. But I think you can do it two ways. You can submit it to me right on Edmodo where it says assignment, or you can take a picture and upload it to my Comcast .net, or you can send it to me on my phone. And I've given you the numbers for that. If you need them, I'll give it to you. Just put it in the comment section and I'll get back to you. Getting things done is on page 58. We're on, I'm sorry, yes, page 58, unit 9, getting things done. And we started to talk about what are some things you need to get done in your house or your life. And this chapter talks about services, what services I need to get. I need to get some things cleaned in my home, but I haven't had the time. But if you wanted a service, I could say I need to have a cleaning service come in and clean my house. So we're talking about, someone to fix your computer, your iPhone, your carpets, clean your carpets, fix your car. It's more about the service industry than what you do independently. So, and then how will you get them done? I said this is always difficult for me if I have a problem with my car or I need to have my iPhone fixed or something. I always put it off, and we call that procrastinating, putting it off, things you need to get done. Because I don't know where to go. I don't know which business is a good one, which one isn't a good one. So sometimes you will ask people for suggestions about where to go to get this. Where can I get my cell phone fixed? Do you know where a place is that is cheap and I can get my cell phone fixed? And someone might reply to me, you should go to the Geek Shop on Western Avenue to get your phone fixed. They're very good. So that would be a suggestion. So we're talking about a business and then making suggestions for the business. Okay. All right. So again, here is just a picture of a service. Would be, getting a roofing service if you had a leak in your house. And the chapter is very heavy on grammar. Sometimes it can just put you over the edge. So I've given you some excellent videos, but they can, even the videos being very, very good, it can still be confusing without a teacher in a room. So please don't panic. We'll work through that. So a couple of weeks ago, we talked about the doer, the verb, and the receiver of the action. The doer is the person who is doing it. The verb is the action that the doer is doing. And then there's the receiver of the action. So, for example, I clean my house every week. I am the doer. The action is clean, and then my house every week. So you can use, so this is an example of I doing it and not a service, right? So over here is an example of a service doing it where we use get and have when we have a service. We want to use a service. Now, get and have can be used in all tenses, the simple present, the present continuous, which is right now, the past, and the future. So we can use get and have in all those ways. For example, I get my house cleaned once a week. I am getting my house cleaned right now. I got my house cleaned last week. I will get my house cleaned next month. So we can use either get or have. The past tense of get is got. The simple present is get. The present continuous, am getting. Simple past, got. And then future, will get. And we can use have. You can use either get or have. It doesn't matter. I have my house cleaned. I am having my house cleaned. I had my house clean. In the future, I will have my house clean. So in this respect, we're talking about a cleaning service. Okay, so the next part of the chapter talks about making suggestions with modals. Those are verbs like you should, you could, he should, he may. Those are modals, and modals do not have to be conjugated with the verb. So that's the good thing about a modal. It goes with any pronoun. So you're going to get lots of videos explaining the suggestions part as well. That's a pretty simple part of the chapter. Okay, so there's 3 things I need for you to do for homework, which I will post in the assignment part on Edmodo. You need to choose 3 different services and answer the questions. Why would someone need these services? Have you ever used them? And how do you choose a company when there are so many? So I did an example. A person would go to the dentist if they had a toothache. That's for number 1. I have used Gentle Dental for a dentist for many years. That's the answer to 2. I use a dentist that takes my insurance. Sometimes I ask others for suggestions. So that's number 3. So that looks like this. I mean, this is an example. You don't have to pass it in this way in a chart. You don't. So I want you to do 3 more. You can pick any 3 habits, but I do want you to say, you know, where you can go to get this service, and, you know, make a suggestion here and there about the service, okay? So let me do this again. 3 services and answer the questions. I'm sorry, that wasn't what I wanted to say there, but so I'm sorry, just follow these 3 here. I want you to write a short paragraph suggesting a service you think is excellent. So I wrote a short paragraph here about Peapod, the service Peapod, and you can read this here. This service, and I explained why I think it's a good one. I explained how you use it. That's 1 paragraph. Then I want you to have a second paragraph about a service that you think is bad. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, and the last part is about the habits. You're going to make suggestions. 3 suggestions for each bad habit. You can pick any ones you want. I picked smoking. I'm making suggestions. You should, using a modal, you can. You could. I'm making suggestions about how to stop the habit, where to go to get a service for that habit. So I want you to do pick three of them, any three, but you don't have to use these. You can have your own, and you'll write 3 suggestions for those habits, okay, to help with those habits. So I know that was a little confusing there, but again, this actually is homework 1, this is homework 2, and this is homework 3. Okay, so I'll put that on Edmodo. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm here, and I thank you for coming to Zoom this morning. It's helpful to get on Zoom so you can ask questions there. We meet Saturdays at 12 o'clock. So that's about it. I'll post all this stuff for you, and I hope you have a great week. Bye.